Libra, Dark Dove Tarot here. Hope you're doing fantastic. All right, so your July 2021 wishes. Libra, love, timing, feelings, karma, and hope. So those are the things that I was thinking about when I saged before the read. So Libra, this is your July 2021 read. Again, this is your July 2021 general love read for Sun, Moon, and Rising and Venus. So again, Libra 2021, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, general love read. Keep that in mind. You do want to check your other signs, as some months those may resonate with you more than others, or may add a little more to your story. You may get a little more clarity if you check your other signs. So again, this is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for July 2021. Any likes, subscribes, comments are greatly appreciated. If you want a private read, the information is in the description below. Also, if you subscribed and you're not getting notifications, turn them off, turn them back on, and then make sure all notifications are on. I don't know what's going on with YouTube. I'm not going to worry about it too much anymore. I'm just going to keep going. And if you guys keep watching, great. So, also there's going to be an extended read below. If you're interested, please check that out if this resonates with you. See what's going on for Libra. I'm using the Beauty of Horror Tarot deck by Alan Robert. Just came out. I absolutely love it, so I'm excited to use it. Hope you guys enjoy it as well. So let's see what's going on here for Libra in love for 2021. All right, Libra, let's pull your oracle card and we will get started here. See what is going on for Libra for July 2021. And you have extremes. So another sign got this, and I always kind of giggle when I see this because it's good and it also can mean trouble. So extremes is hot and cold. It's love, hate. This is like 1 minute I'm super passionate for you and I love you, and oh, you know, I have all this energy and passion for you, and the next minute, man, I can't stand you. Man, you drive me crazy. You know, who are you? I don't even know who this person is. So again, extremes, hot and cold, you know, heavy and light, passionate, non-passion, you get my point. So coming into the read, your current position is the Queen of Swords. You have something to say to somebody. So either somebody's come back from the past, somebody that you potentially thought was, you know, a twin flame energy, or use something in general to say to a lot of people. There's something this month, Libra, that's just saying you're taking charge. Whether, you know, you're single, ready to mingle, but dating, whether you're single, not interested in dating, whatever your situation is. The Queen of Swords is like, I tell it like it is. This is somebody who's very wise, learn their lessons, and can be very critical, but is very honest. So you're not standing there like just, you know, stabbing people with like criticisms left and right. This is you, like somebody from the past coming back, and you're like, well, this is why it didn't work. I can tell you flat out. Or you're not afraid to tell people the things that you needed to tell them from the past, or new people you're meeting. You're kind of saying, look, I don't play those games, or I don't play those charades. So if you want my time and attention, look, I know what I'm looking for. I'm looking for my soulmate. I'm looking for this twin flame here, because internally coming into the month, you have the Two of Cups, which is that ultimate twin flame. Karmic connection, wonderful, you know, amazing connection. And here you're saying, look, bullshit, 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 you know, or cool, cool, cool. I don't know if I'm swiping left or right correctly or whatever. But you get my point. The Queen of Swords is saying, I don't play games. I'm not, you know, this is not you know, this is serious to me. I want to meet somebody who knows my value and my worth, because I will treat somebody as a king or queen as they deserve, as long as that's reciprocated to me. So very, you know, you're coming in, Libra, very headstrong about what it is you want. You know what you're looking for, and you're not willing to back down. Now, in your distant past, or, you know, over the past 5-10 years, you have the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is clarity, logic, power. So I feel like with these two swords coming out here, with the Queen of Swords and the Ace of Swords, there is somebody who comes back, or somebody who wants to come back, or somebody who kind of trickles in whenever they feel like it. And here, you know that that's a no-go. You know that that's not happening. You know that there's something new. You've learned your lessons here. You're manifesting, or trying to manifest, or going to manifest something that you really want, because you don't want manipulation for your future. You don't want to deal with somebody who's manipulative, or strategies, priorities. I almost feel like this is going to be you with the strategies and priorities, but we'll get to that in a second. I do feel like you let somebody back in in from your past because you do have some sort of where you thought you were soulmates or this twin flame type of energy. But a lot of you are going, nah, I'm done with that. Because over the past few weeks, past few months, you've released these burdens. The 10 of Wands is, you know, releasing a burden, taking responsibility, understanding that if I stick with somebody who treats me like crap, they will continue to treat me like crap. If I choose to let that go, I'm releasing that burden. So this is taking responsibility for where do I want my life to go, especially my love life. What do I want going forward? I can't complain about something if I continue to let it burden me. I can't complain about something if it, I mean, you can complain all you want, but eventually you take responsibility for where that's going or how that's going to affect your life. And the 10 of Wands is you taking that responsibility the past few months and saying yay or nay to people, places, things, energies that don't work for you. And it's also a first completion. So for some of you, this is understanding your fate. This is, you know what? I want to be single right now. I don't want to deal with anybody. Or I know that in order to find this soulmate or this twin flame that I'm looking for, it's going to take some time, and I'm ready to put the time and effort into it. Now, the 7 of Swords here is your distant future, which I find interesting because the 7 of Swords is a manipulative, like strategic type energy. This almost feels like you, and not in a negative way. This almost feels like you saying you're manipulating the system. Does that make sense? You're saying, I know what I want. I figured out the red flags. I figured out. So in essence, if I want to get married, I'm not going to pick somebody on the online dating site that says, I'm just looking for friends. Or if I want to have kids someday, I'm not going to pick somebody who says never wants kids or already has kids and doesn't want more kids. You get my point. So usually this card would be like, oh, I'm worried about manipulation. But this feels more like this is the queen saying, I'm running the show here. I'm the one. But you're paying attention to what is and what isn't. You're paying attention to the signs. You're owning it. And I think that's super important. Another sign, I think Aries. Was it Aries or Capricorn? No, I think it was Capricorn, where owning it was a very big, you know, taking that responsibility. And now here you're manipulating the system. And I think that's good. Now you're a little hot and cold. So that's something I would be, you know, careful with, because here, you know, if you are telling people, well, I really want to find, you know, the person that I'm going to end up with, or I'm looking for something serious, or I'm looking for something significant, but then you're kind of like, I don't have the time of day for you, or I don't want, you're going to get that reciprocal energy, because this doesn't necessarily feel like an ex. This feels like 1 minute you're very passionate about somebody and then it kind of fizzles out, but it's almost like it's a numbers game here. Like you're going through, and actually I have a friend who got married, and everybody was like, what's your secret? Because she had been looking for a long time. And there was a bunch of people who were kind of like, you know, single or had been divorced and were looking. And she said, I just started scheduling dates at like the 6 closest Starbucks to my house. And she went on like 25 dates, and she would take 15, 20 minutes. And if the chemistry was there, great. She'd schedule a second date or, you know, longer date. And she would just say, hey, you know, I've got 20 minutes in between this, and this. You want to go grab a cup of coffee or whatever. And that's how she did it. And so it's very interesting. That kind of comes across. Now she's married and has a beautiful, you know, daughter, and is very happy. I mean, everybody has, you know, issues, but she's overall very happy. And I feel like this pertains to you, Libra. Like you're learning the system, and you're going to manipulate it, not in a negative way either. Because I hear people going, I'm not manipulating, but it's not like that. It's more just, I'm playing the game because I know how to play the game. I know what results I'm going to get from, you know, if this person, you know, if this person says this when we're chatting online, it's a red flag. Or if this person says that, it's a red flag. Or why am I, yeah, he or she might be handsome or really sexy or really beautiful, but why am I chasing them down when it's obvious they're just looking for a fling? They're just looking for a friends with benefits situation. So you're just being more wise to what's going on. We have the Knight of Cups here, which means that you're going to have some dates. There's going to be some romance. There's going to be some, and even if it's just chatting online, I feel like it's a confidence booster, and I really encourage you to do it, Libra. I think even if you're like, oh, I don't want to go online, or I think feeling that encouragement of, oh, you have beautiful eyes, or look at your muscles, or whatever it is for you is going to be very important, because this is something for some of you, you've been out of the game for a long time. For some of you, you're not even sure, you know, if you want anybody, you just want to see what's out there. And for some of you, It's about just feeling good and knowing that the opportunity presents itself. The Magician here talks about manifesting, though, and I think this is also very important for you, Libra, this month, because what do you want? Well, what you want, you need to put out in the universe. The Magician is saying, look, you have the tools in front of you. You want an online date? Online date. You want to go to meetup groups? Go to meetup groups. Whatever it is you want to do it. You have the tools in front of you, so make the magic happen. The Magician talks about this. The Magician says, what do you want? What do you want to come out of that hat? You're in more control of it than you think you are, Libra, and I think that's very important to recognize. Now, the Sun card coming out here often represents Leo, but at the same time, so you could have Leo placements in your chart or be dealing with a Leo, but the Sun card talks about gray skies lifted. You can see clearly. I think that goes along with the Seven of Swords in the fact that you can see clearly what it takes to get where you're going, or what it takes to get what you want. Again, the no BS from the Queen of Swords, seeing clearly what happened in the past. What was this that happened in the past? Well, now I have power over it. Now I can see clearly what happened and where things went wrong. You know, again, this may pertain to that love-hate relationship. There was a lot of passion, a lot of energy, but at the same time, some toxicity. Now with the Sun card, you're feeling this month like you have more control over it. The Sun card is a solution. I see what I can do in order to get where I want to go in this thing called love, in this life called love. The biggest fear here, your hopes and fears, is the Six of Swords, which is abandonment, retreat. You're looking for the real deal. You're not looking for somebody who's just there for fun and games. You know, you may have fun, have some pleasurable moments, some friends with benefits, nothing wrong with that. But in the end, your biggest fear is, I don't want to put in all this work to come up empty-handed, but you won't, because of the lessons you've learned. The Hierophant card here, which is Taurus's card, so you may be dealing with a Taurus or have Taurus placements in your chart, is very significant this month, because as I said, this allows you to manipulate the system. This allows you to take control of, and to a certain extent, but narrowing down people you're really interested in, or go on the dates like my friend did. You know, go set up, 5 dates in one day, take 2 hours if you have it, if you have the time, or an hour, and set up, 3 little coffee dates for 20 or 25 minutes and be like, oh, I'm in between picking up my kids, or I have this to run to, but why don't we, so you're not obligated to be there for a long time. The Hierophant is just saying, look, you're learning. Also spiritually, like, ask the universe, look, universe, guide me. I know what it is I want, so give me a little boost here. Give me a little booster. What is it that I can do? Or hey, put somebody in front of me so that I can, I can have an opportunity and really feel things out, or see what it is. Like, give me the test here. And I know that sounds strange, but it really is like a trials and tribulations, testing things out and see how they go. The Hierophant is saying, look, you've learned lessons, and you may have, regained your spirituality. The Hierophant is about a spiritual teacher, a spiritual coach. So it's almost as if you're saying, okay, universe, I know that it's like, look, I'm not expecting this person to fall from the fucking sky and land in my lap. And so, but universe, I would like your help too. Or universe, could you help guide me here? And then I'll put the effort in. So a lot of people kind of tend to go, well, when it comes along, it's meant to come along. Well, you actually still have to put the motion into it. It won't always just fall into your lap. Sometimes it will. Yes, sometimes you can fall head over heels. You meet the person in the supermarket. There's the old joke. You meet them in the vegetable aisle or whatever. Yes, things do flow like that. But you also do need to put the work into it 90% of the time. There is some work required in order to find what it is you're looking for, in order to find what it is you want. And the Hierophant is saying that, do the work and I'll meet you halfway. The universe is saying, do the work and the universe will meet you halfway. Put the manifestation into it, and then, I'll meet you halfway. Put the Magician manifestation, pull the rabbit out of the hat energy, and the universe will take care of the rest. So you dial it in and the universe will present itself. The universe will say, okay, Libra, now it's time. So I'm excited for you. It sounds kind of harsh. I feel like I'm kind of coming across lecturing, but it's like now's the time. Now's the time to find it. And then you end up with beauty, with Wood Nymph, which I think is actually beautiful for you, because that's all you want. You want something beautiful. You want something amazing. You want something to feel good about, feel prideful about, to feel successful in a relationship. But in order to get that, the work, the effort, the time, all of that has to be put into it. And really, it comes down to knowing and having the correct expectations when meeting somebody. So in essence, you're going to meet this twin flame energy. It's going to take, you know, hey, I know how to play the game just as well as anybody, right? All right, so in the extended, we'll go into a little more detail of who's coming in, maybe when they're coming in. You get my point, Libra. Have a great July. I'll see you later.